When an instructor has created an assignment Dropbox, also known as the assignment tool, they will have followed these steps, which were included in an earlier video. What I'd like to show you right now is what students see and how they turn assignments in. I've got a bunch of content here. I've told my students you're going to go into the content folder, and I have named this, just to make it easy, I've named it the assignment Dropbox. What's important is this icon is what will show up for any of the Dropboxes. So a student would come in, they could read any of the directions that you placed here, and when they select the Dropbox, they have the following option. The instructor will have named it, so all the information up here are things that the instructor added. Anything they put here, the due date, and the points that are possible. Now, a student can turn the entire assignment here inside the visual editor. So if they want to copy and paste something or upload some files or do anything in this space, that is entirely possible. They can also leave the space blank and browse their computer and attach files. And they can attach more than one file in the assignment tool, which is really quite nice if you have some kind of a portfolio or several things that are due at once. The student then can make any comments to you, and I'm actually going to browse my computer. Let's say this student needed the CST in math. So I can continue attaching more files, as I said. I can detach things by saying do not attach. The student also has the option to save as a draft. So if they finish one part, they can upload it to Blackboard, save it as a draft, but because it's a draft, you will not see any of their submission yet. So that needs to be made clear to students. When they are ready to actually submit, they choose this blue submit button, and this will go to the grade center in your view, where you can go in and look at the student's attempt. And as soon as here it is, this assignment is complete. Review the submission history. And I had made this one possible for the students to submit twice. So I will quickly show you so we can see what would look like two submissions. Now here's what the student view looks like. It shows the submission history. Because the due date was actually set for June 5th, it says quite clearly that it was late. Now let me head over to the instructor view. The Grade Center opens here on the control panel by clicking once on the title Grade Center. It expands, and then when you click on the title again, it collapses. They've made a nice feature here. You can choose the full Grade Center, or it will narrow down to only assignment tools, which I think is quite nice. That's what I'm going to select since that's what we're working with. And now I see that there are two assignment tools in this class, and two of them are ready for grading. Well, here's the student that we just put in an assignment. So I'm going to use the chevrons here to see their individual, and I can see two separate attempts, or I can choose the view grade details and see everything. I recommend that during grading. So I'm able now to view either of the attempts. If I want to allow the student to have more attempts, I can even individually add one for the student. And if I want to edit the grade, I can come in here as well. Let me do this first one, view the attempt, and I'll show you what it looks like. I am viewing this one. It lets me know that there were two. Here was the attached file. If you remember, I wrote some comments. Here's where you could grade. So you could say 45 points. Any feedback you'd like to give to the student can go here, and this goes into their grade view. And if you wanted to browse the computer or add course files to the feedback and to the grade, you can do that as well. When you're ready to save for the one student and exit, the gradebook is now populated, and you will see that that student has a grade of 45. Now if you go into the next one, it looks like the final attempt has to be graded for the gradebook to populate, or you clear an attempt and then it chooses the grade that's done. So each attempt does have to be graded. So the assignment tool is a new digital Dropbox.